Okay, so I made it to Saguenay and I'm about to start the Velopiste des Bleuets, Veloroute des Bleuets. Did a little check-in at this information center here. They said to get to Dolbeau-Mistassini, where I'm going, is basically just follow this road and it should be pretty straightforward. There's a lot of parking spots that they mention on the website for this this bike ride if you're going to be sleeping overnight. I chose the one that's by the info center for Alma. So it says short-term parking, but no one's really checking. There's a view of the parking lot 1, then there's a little parking lot on the other side there. So got the bike load out here. I'm probably carrying about 40 pounds on my triathlon time trial bike, so we'll see if we get a flat there. Doing 90 kilometers today and finishing off with like 160 kilometers tomorrow. I'll try and get some footage of the road and where I'm camping tonight, at Camping des Chutes, I believe. Alright, so 4 kilometers in, and I guess the rear wheel wasn't attached, or the basket sitting on it must have loosened it up or something, because it came off while I was going down a hill. I was trying to brake and I guess the wheel came off and just popped. So now that'll put a quick end to that. So I guess next part of the trip is trying to find out how to get a tire now and see if I can get it back here and fix the tire up and keep going. So update, I was able to get a taxi for $25 one way to Veloroute in Alma. They're able to fix me up a nice new tire. Got nice new rim, nice new tire. So $150 for that, $50 for the round trip taxi. So expensive mistake, but I'll show you where I skidded off the road. So yeah, I was having a fun time coming down here where you can see the little line there on the ground. That's where my tire decided to come off of the bike. Luckily the chain held it in until it skidded down here, made a nice pop, and then we came to a rest over here. The bags rolled right down so I could kind of hide my bike while I did some mechanic work. And now I guess I'll throw this all back together and keep rolling. Alright, so I didn't want to jinx myself and say that I fixed everything too early, so I waited till I'm at about a quarter of the way to Dolbeau. Made a little stop at tyre. The last 10 kilometers are kind of rough. You're still on the road a bit. Since then I've been a bit more on like a little bit of a track. Started over here and I guess came up here, popped my tire right there. I've made my way here. You can see that's all along the highway, so having a tire fall off is definitely something that made me pretty timid today. I've stuck to about 20 kilometers per hour and I'm kind of nervous to go to 30. Things I guess seem to be going a little better now, so I'm gonna mount the helmet cam and maybe get some footage of the trails. Thought I was gonna hit my bags on that one. Yeah, this is a lot better than the highway that we were driving on earlier. Would way rather have gravel than cars going by at 120 and trucks. Beautiful. How do you keep it here? I'm gonna do some pieces. Okay, over here, just did that little section there. So I guess the trail's gonna cut up here. There's also the option to go the loop around, but I don't think that's the official trail. I'll do a little quick map check. We're at Point Taillant, the break off. I think I can just cut up north and it should still be the 96 that I was planning on doing. I'm gonna take that risk considering it's already pretty late, so I don't want to accidentally add another 20k to the ride. You can see there's bugs all around, so I'm gonna get going. I found a little toad and obviously got to film it in honor of Je. I'm trying to stay on my bike. Ooh, that was close. Lots of sandy sections mixed in with the gravel. Can easy grip your tire and take you down. Looks like emus. Taking a quick water break, but yeah, basically very happy I decided to come up straight and not do 20k of that gravel. It ended up all being this kind of gravel. You can imagine, unless you have a gravel bike and you're ready to go on that, don't bring 23 millimeter tires on that. That was a bad idea. But still having fun. It's getting a little cloudier, sun's going down. So hopefully make some good time. I'm about half for the day, so probably another 2 hours left. So just worth noting, they say here everyone has to have a pass, even if you're just coming through the park. So if you're biking the route, there's a number you can call to get a free pass just to be allowed through the park. As I was filming, park ranger came up and so he explained to me that it's Canadian law that we have to have passing permits while we go through the parks. The bike path was here before the park was built, so that's why you can have a free pass to come through this one. Back on the pavement, here we go. Can't stop with this weight. Yeah, that's a really hard stop. Dolbeau-Mistassini. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Oh, that's fine. I'm not gonna on the take. Hey, what? Taking a little cheat break time. I was only supposed to stop at 3/4. So started there today, midway through there. That was all the gravel road in the park. Saw the birds there. Saw the ranger there. And now I guess we've gone through here, so we're somewhere along here. Coming in here, gonna bike up this way. Campsite's there. That's it, we made it. Finally, it's 9 o'clock now. We just made it to IGA in time. Got the groceries stacked on the bike. And this is the campsite for the night. So I got number 58. Unfortunately, can't make a fire at this one because of the fire ban. But I decided I'm probably gonna read my book anyway that I've been waiting for the whole time. This is the big feast here. We got spaghetti and sauce, chicken and rice, fruit salad, riplets, cheddar is Joe's favorite, and then 3 beers. I was able to lock up my bike against this lamppost overnight, and then when you come down here you got a little view of the river. It's 7 o'clock now, so I'm gonna try and get on the road, do the first 90 kilometers by lunchtime, and then hopefully rest up a bit while it's the hottest time of the day, and then keep going. Hey, cool. Hey. Nice little water station. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, very nice. So I'm not quite at a quarter of the way. I'm at 37 kilometers, but I thought I'd stop because we have a little map here. Started there, bam bam bam, did a good 16k of roads, and I guess now we're here. There's about 16 kilometers out of the last 37 that I did was on the highway. That was super sucky, so I'm hoping it's more of this bike path for the next 120 that's left. Probably make a stop around 90k for lunch. Things are going well, trying to do a liter of water per 40k, so I'll see you at the next 80k. To point out where we are globally, that's where I started. Slept in Dolbeau last night, so I'm right about there. So next part should be descending down to the lake, and then I heard this is very scenic, so excited for that. Thank you so much. So we made it to kilometer 90. I had a bit of a crash around kilometer 50 and had to stop for some snacks. So stopped at HJB food truck just by the bean distillery and got a little burger and fries. So enjoying that, charging up my Garmin, and then gonna hit the road again at 2. It's 1 p.m. now, and then hopefully make it all the way through in about 3.5 hours. Go down! Age. Alright, so I'm back in Quebec City now. Unfortunately, right after I filmed that last train, my battery died. But just to speak on how the rest of that trail went, quite some nice landscape. I would have liked to film it. There's a lot of farmland with the rail line running right beside the bike trail. So I actually had a lot of fun racing the train. Beat it to one pass, and then unfortunately it beat me to the next one, so I had to wait quite a bit for all the rail cars to go by, which was like 50 of them. Ended up catching it again and getting away from it so that I didn't keep getting stuck behind it. But yeah, very nice section of trail there, probably one of the nicer ones as you come into Alma for sure. I just want to speak to on my overall opinion of the trail. I think it's really well organized. That's definitely a bonus for it. There's less than 50% of the time you're on the highway, but you are from time to time on like a 90 km/h road, but most of the time you're on dedicated bike paths. And I don't think there's any time where they specifically are out to get you by putting you on the road. You can see there's development going on. They're trying to improve the trail. There's going to be in the future more of the sections where you're on the road that you're actually going to be on dedicated bike path. I'll also say that there is never a point where I was lost. It's always very well indicated where you have to go, and it's like very well indicated where you can go get a coffee and things like that. Something that did surprise me about the trail is the fact that you're really not beside the water. On the first day when I was going through that Pointe-Taillon Park on the gravel, you were on the water there, so that'd be a good place to go swim if you wanted to do it. But otherwise, it's very much around the lake, not beside the lake. if you're expecting to go swim at any time, not necessarily possible, and a lot of it you go around the rivers, as you'll see on the map if you check it out. Finally, just to talk on the direction that I would recommend, I think it was good that I started going counterclockwise. If you were to finish the ride when you're that tired by the end on kind of the highways coming into Alma from the clockwise direction, it would be kind of a not fun way to end. Coming in from the counterclockwise direction, there's a lot of like dedicated bike paths surrounded by mountain bike offshoot trails, and that was really nice to end on. Another place that would be cool to start would maybe be Dolbeau-Mistassini, because it was very nice coming into there. Some really nice cool wooded trails there to follow. Otherwise, Roberval was a really cool place to be, and in general the people were just really nice to talk to. So everywhere you get a chance to, try and interact with the people, because they're more chill and like very fun to relax with. So yeah, very impressed with the bike trail, the people there, and the whole organization of it all, and would like definitely recommend this to anyone.